I'll probably break this one up into parts too, but the love affair with the anti-hero. Why the heck is that so popular with most outlets nowadays? It's like, oh yes, instead of giving you a proper Superman game, we're gonna give you Suicide Squad. Tee hee. Oh, Batman, he has games out the ass. Oh, yeah, the closest I ever got to, actually feeling kind of a little bit like Superman in terms of powers and all that stuff is the Saints Row games, the later games, which I guess they were testing out to make, other types of games with that, but I digress. It's like everything I see, like at least half of what I find is some variant of the anti-hero with the heart of gold, or the anti-hero that's a navel-gazing asshole, or the anti-hero that is so much more exciting and interesting than any basically boring hero that you can come up with. Again, yeah, I have my own biases. Again, that's why I all this stuff put together galvanized me to start writing because I was just sick and tired of seeing the same old dreck put on a pedestal because everybody wants to be the next Stephen King or J.R.R. Martin or whatever. When really, you know, again, Glenn Cook should be bigger than Stephen King or J.R.R. Martin because he knows how to write a gritty story, but it legitimately has a heart to it. So I'll never understand that, but I'll link some of Glenn's stuff below too with this, so people can see how to actually do a more gritty setting, but have characters that not all the characters are saints, but they do hold one common line. They all are comrades. So that's a really big thing. It's like when your back's up against the wall, to know that your battle buddy has your back is a very uplifting thing, in my opinion, because they can't take away everything from you in a heartless setting. So, what to do about all the anti-hero worship and also villain POV worship? Because again, when I do see some stuff pop up in superhero pros, it's usually the how to be a villain type of thing. Some of it might be tongue in cheek, but some of it's like legitimately this is a villain POV, muhaha. Look how more interesting the villain is, and even some books I've seen. Um, it was in my feed a while back. I don't remember the title, but the whole thing is like an amnesiac villain that by the end of the book gets all his memories back, and it goes to different levels of depravity. Based on what I could see of the reviews, at least because I read all of them, the really good ones for it and the really bad ones, and I'm like, I'm noping the heck out of that story. No siree, not gonna read it. Mm-mm. Yeah, uh, it's like a losing battle half the time, especially since everybody does want to ride on the coattails of deconstruction everything. Ugh. So yeah, I'll try to link a few more books below that have a more subversive bent. At least ones that I've really enjoyed. Yeah, every little bit I do on here, I'll try to recommend different books and see what people might enjoy. Something different from the average booktube special of YA love triangle. It's like, see, I don't mind certain kinds of sappy shit, but a lot of YA books keep treading on the, again, what'll shut me out quickest from any kind of book is like, there's a love triangle. Nope. Bye bye. In fact, I've noticed even with military sci-fi, and I'll link this on below too, but the Dunmore series, it's kind of like an underdog who eventually gets her ragtag group of people together to become an efficient fighting force in a rundown ship and everything. So that stuff I don't mind either because it helps showcase genuine hope underneath everything, and having a leader who cares. There's just certain things that I find I'm much more interested in. But I guess what's kind of sad though too is maybe my way of looking at things, or at least more aspirational heroes on the upbeat. Sadly, that seems to have been something that was more in the prime time of the pulps, and now like again, since I've been a kid, societies had steadily just disassociated themselves with something uplifting, looking up in the night sky and then what can we do? Where can we go? Now it's just like, oh, everything sucks. It's like it's a feeling that's permeated everything over the past again, since I've been born, like, because I only started in the 80s, So, I guess it also, I would grew up on stuff my parents read. So I got a heaping full of good stuff to read that had aspirational heroes in it. Did I care that that it was usually some very brave guy rescuing people? It's like, no, I didn't really attach myself to what the gender of the character was, more like the actions. Again, the actions of the character was paramount. So that's what I ultimately enjoyed about older books. It gave me a positive thing to go strive towards. Kind of like Superman, the old style Superman, something aspirational to lift up your spirits and basically go full hog on trying to do your best. Even if you're only human, you know what? I'd rather try to do my best than not try at all. Okay, I guess I will end part one here. See you guys in a bit.